color.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 751, and apparently Brad, the biggest Akira Kurosawa fan that I know, thought that the color clip was
I got the
Kagemusha.
wrong Akira Kurosawa actually colored movie.
Yeah, he thought it was Kagemusha. He thought it was Kagemusha. Wow.
Well, my bad.
Come on, man. How is that Kagemusha? No.
I don't know.
Movie.
It's samurai and it's in color.
Yeah. As always, this Nerd's kind of here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host Brad Young Yoda.
Well, you ain't never been wrong about like people dying.
Never been wrong about an Akira Kurosawa film, though.
You know, you never tried. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful Monday night.
Yep, Monday night, live early and ad-free before anybody else gets to watch it on Friday, because
maybe Friday.
Brad, I was not aware that I had uploaded the video for the Elephant Man, but I left it as unlisted, and I never set it to public.
Fun
So guess what premiered today at 12 p.m. Central Time?
Elephant Man. I was wondering why that only had 3 views. That would explain it.
It just dropped today, that's why. So, this will drop on Friday for everybody, because on Wednesday, Paddington 2 drops for everybody. And guys, that is why we so desperately need an editor to edit this stuff and upload it, because I can't anymore. Brad, before we can get into today's review, how are you doing?
I was a little under the weather this morning, feeling a bit better. I don't know. Sinus shit. I don't know if it's allergies or what.
Yeah.
Hopefully not COVID.
No, hopefully not. I mean,
I didn't go anywhere for 2 days though, so I don't know who gave me COVID.
I'm over here worrying about fucking a measles outbreak.
Yeah.
Might have to schedule an appointment for vaccines soon.
Yeah, I mean,
while they're still available.
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah. But other than that, Brad, how was work today, man? Everything's good?
Well, I didn't go to work, so.
Oh, you didn't go to work, right?
No,
yeah.
I was sick.
Yeah. Did you watch anything or do anything today while you were, what's it called, home?
I watched, what the fuck did I watch? I watched the new episode of Invincible.
Okay.
And then I played Avowed the rest of the day.
So, Mix is telling me to play that game, Brad.
It's pretty fun. And it's on Game Pass.
Yeah. I gotta check it out, Brad. I gotta check it out.
Pretty fun.
Yeah. Damn.
It's by Obsidian, who did Fallout New Vegas. So it's their new game.
Yeah.
That they've been apparently working on for 5 years.
But what is it, like a multiplayer? Is it like, what is it?
Not multiplayer. It's
a single player game?
I mean, it's a single player game. I mean, I don't know what could you put it as? Fantasy adventure RPG?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
That's what I go with. Game mechanics really good. I like the fighting. Because you get to choose like a bunch of guns, and you can double wield swords or axes or whatever you want. It's kind of cool.
Okay, I guess I'll download it and I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I've never played this game before, so I'm interested to see what's up with it. But yeah. I streamed today. I played Last of Us Part 2, and yeah, that's getting really good. Really good stuff. So I played a good amount of that, and then I reacted to the Andor Season 2 trailer.
I did see Stacy had posted that on our Discord. Thank you, Stacy.
Yeah.
So I just watched that. Looks exciting.
Yeah, man. Looks really good. As I said before, Andor is probably the best, Star Wars stuff that they've done since they started going to what's it called, the TV route. So
Also my favorite droid was in the trailer.
yeah, K2SO is in there, Brand.
So was back.
Yeah, man. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. It looks good, and I'm excited to watch that in April. Looks like we got our hands full, Brad. We got Invisible season 2 right now, and then we have literally like next week, I think. Yeah, next week we have Daredevil Born Again,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have to look forward to what's it called, Andor season 2.
Blessings on blessings on blessings.
Yep, man. And then any day now we should be hearing about Peacemaker season 3 soon, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
hopefully.
James Gunn has that waited.
Yeah.
We know Cena was filming that, right?
Yeah, that's what he had to be at. He had to be filming that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's already done filming.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But sorry, man. Oof, I did my abs yesterday, and I'm just sore on my fucking abdomen, like bad.
I just hurt all over.
Yeah,
I don't even
I'm
have
just
to work
hurting.
out, and I hurt all over.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. Other than that, Brad, not much else going on, huh?
No, I'm just hopefully I get over mostly whatever the hell this was, and can go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah. Hopefully.
I got meetings and shit, so I didn't really have
Yeah.
anything today, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Not too bad. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Well, hope you hope you feel better though.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
think it sucks to feel kind of congested and stuff.
Yeah, I woke up today to go to work, and it was just like, nope, going back to bed.
Yep. Yep. But today we're concluding our David Lynch month for y'all in the public, and it's so odd because it's like you guys get this one, but the mini pod comes before this one because I fucked up. So yeah, the public's conclusion is on Friday for y'all, but today we're gonna be looking at Wild at Heart from David Lynch. Is Brad's pick for his final pick for David Lynch month. So I'm really interested to hear about what Brad's thoughts are on this because this is a pretty famous David Lynch film. It won him the I believe this is the one that won him the Palme d'Or. But I know it also won Nicolas Cage the best supporting actor at the Oscars. So yeah. This one won the Palme d'Or at the 1990 Cannes Film Festival. But don't worry, I mean it's not like Godfather Part 3 was gonna win it, you know.
I like how the cover on the Wikipedia article looks like a Fast and Furious cover.
Yep. Yep. Oh, this one, the 43rd Cannes Film Festival opened with Dreams by Akira Kurosawa, and it closed with The Comfort of Strangers by Paul Schrader. Huh. All right, Brad. So without further ado, if you have not watched the Wild at Heart, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the film, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes is your one and only spoiler warning is in effect after these words from our sponsors in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerd Court is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, Brad, let's go ahead and do this thing. Introduce them to Wild at Heart. Brad didn't pick the Twin Peaks. Shame. Yeah, shame.
the whole however many seasons.
Yeah, the whole 3 seasons, right, Brad?
Yeah. Then we could do the movie. Wild
You
at
watch the
Heart.
show?
Wild at Heart is a 1990 American romantic crime comedy drama thriller film written and directed by David Lynch based on the 1990 novel of the same name by Barry Gifford, starring Nicolas Cage, Laura Dern, Willem Dafoe, Crispin Glover, Diane Ladd, Isabella Rossellini, and Harry Dean Stanton. The film follows Sailor Ripley and Lula Fortune, a young couple who go on the run from Lula's domineering mother and the criminals she hires to kill Sailor. Lynch intended only to produce the film, but after reading Gifford's book, he decided to write and direct it as well. He disliked the ending of the novel and decided to change it to fit his vision of the main characters. The film is noted for its allusions to the Wizard of Oz and Elvis Presley. Early test screenings for the film were poorly received, with Lynch estimating that at least 300 people walked out due to its sexual and violent content. Wild at Heart won the Palme d'Or at the 1990 Cannes Film Festival, which at the time was considered a controversial decision. The film was theatrically released in the United States on August 17, 1990, to polarized reviews from critics and grossed $14 million against its $10 million budget. At the 6 Independent Spirit Awards, Dafoe was nominated for Best Supporting Male, and Elms won for Best Cinematography. Ladd was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, and the Golden Globe Awards for Best Supporting Actress Motion Picture at the 63rd Academy Awards and the 48th Golden Globe Awards, respectively. The film has been positively reevaluated by critics in the years since its release. And what do we got? Cinematography, Frederick Elms, edited by Duane Dunham. Music by Angelo Badalamenti. And what do we got? We got running time 124 minutes, budget $10 million, box office 14.6.
All right. Brad, this is my second time watching Wild at Heart. I'm going to go ahead and throw it to you. What are your initial thoughts on this wacky, very deep cut film of David Lynch?
Well, first off, Stacy's asking if they recast Crispin midway through the film.
No.
I didn't remember. I thought it was good.
I don't think so.
I mean, I thought it was. So here's the thing: is this movie blends kind of the more, straightforward Lynch we've been watching with the obvious, weird Lynch.
Yeah,
There's
you don't say?
There's a mixture here, which I'm kind of preferable to. I'm okay with it. It's you give me a little bit of Eraserhead, and you give me a little bit of the straight story, and you kind of blend them, and you get Wild at Heart in some form. It's real funny because we're kind of seeing Nicolas Cage these last few years in his prime, and then we go back to this, and I'm going, okay, this is Nick Cage, an exaggerated form Nick Cage from like The Rock, that Nick Cage that we've seen before, but it fits for a David Lynch movie. It just does. It's like actually very well performed for a David Lynch movie. David Lynch, you can tell, was directing this based on Nick Cage's performance, which is completely fine in this. Laura Dern is absolutely beautiful in this film.
Oh my God, Brad, yeah.
How she wasn't on all our walls back in the 90s, don't know. Absolutely stunning in this. Dafoe has to be the creepiest villain I've seen in a long time. It gives me, what was I thinking? I was thinking of No Country for Old Men vibes.
Have you ever done?
Yeah. It's like the psychopath that is a psychopath, and that's Dafoe played that wonderfully. Honestly, it's a weird David Lynch film, and I kind of prefer those.
100%. I mean, that's what we know him the best for.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like those and prefer those. And, at first when you're like, yeah, Nick Cage won Best Actor for this, and it's like, okay, what other films were present? And then I kind of thought about it, and I'm like, he actually played really well in a Lynch film because it's obvious he's playing an exaggerated Elvis impersonator, basically. And it works. It somehow works throughout this film, and it's a wild ride. Wild at Heart is a wild ride.
Yeah. Brad, I gotta say, I'll go ahead and say this first. It's not my favorite David Lynch.
No.
Far from it. But it is a pretty damn good David Lynch film. It is a mix of the more straightforward and weird of David Lynch, but it's also just the fucking insane David Lynch that we know, where it's like he has like his actors going absolutely fucking heavy on the performance. but he still somehow finds a way to be the charming David Lynch that we know and love, right?
Yeah, I mean, the opening to this film has to be like one of the most out of the blue openings where Cage's character Sailor just kills a dude on a banister.
Yup.
Freaking wild.
Yeah.
There are moments where I think editing could have been better throughout this film. Personally, there's a moment where Nick Cage just dives. It's very like you understand why he's diving, but he's like not. There's no shoots that come right. There's no shots that come right after that or anything. So he just dives onto the ground, and you're like you're sitting there for he's good. He's a good like 20 seconds there before like any shots ring out from the cop or from Defoe. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, but I mean, you can't get everything right.
Yeah, I can't get everything right. But I mean, it's still. I still gotta say, what's it called? There's just I do agree with you, Brad. Like sometimes I'm kind of like, okay, like, damn, you're kind of really going all over the place with this one, Nick Cage. But overall, like, I gotta say, I do love his performance in this, man. It's like, it's exaggerated for sure, but it's nothing that I haven't seen from Nicolas Cage.
This is one of those where I actually kind of would have wanted a mashup between Nicolas Cage's Sailor character and then Johnny Depp's Hunter S. Thompson and just see where we went with it.
Yup. Yeah, what a fucking what's it called idea that would be, huh?
Yeah, like that's all I kept thinking. I'm like, Johnny Depp would have been a good character, like just Hunter S. Thompson just show up in a cameo for no fucking reason and just leave. Kind of like how I felt with Defoe.
Yeah.
I mean, because when he walks in there, I mean, this is, and we've seen Defoe play menacing characters before. This might be his most menacing because he's just straight.
Oh, he's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's absolutely fucking terrifying, Brad.
He's just toying with Lulu. I think it's Lulu, right?
Yeah.
Lula. Toying with Lula.
Lula.
And it's just he's just straight up a menace.
But Brad, the thing that you brought up, man, I gotta bring this up. Like, you were like, wait, Santos is white?
Yeah. One of the characters is named Santos, and we go to him, and they cast a white guy. I think he's white.
At least you think, yeah.
I mean, maybe I don't know, but it was just like, I mean, okay, the name don't fit, but still a villain. Although, again, I think the most, I think who we haven't mentioned yet is the mother in this film, who is the true villain of the film, who started all this shit. Because not only does she have Lula's father assassinated, where Sailor was the getaway driver for the assassins, the mother tries to make a move on Sailor.
Oh, yeah.
And, surprisingly, Sailor is not a complete asshole.
No, not a complete asshole. But, I still wouldn't trust him.
No. I mean, no. The thing is, he still makes poor decisions.
Massively poor decision.
But some of that, too, is he's not really given a choice because of all his previous choices. It's like when they pull up in that car and they're like, yeah, get in, we're going to rob this bank. You know something in his head had to go like, wait, no, she's part of the assassination squad. And you want to rob... What? No.
No.
This is not computing.
But I mean, overall, man, I do think it's a good film. I don't put it up there with all the other ones I've seen from him, and I think that overall it's definitely out of his lesser known films like Straight Story and this one and maybe Elephant Man to an extent. I think that it does hold up well.
I think just for the sheer weirdness of it, and I can see in 1990 where they would have found this explicitly violent and too much sex.
Oh yeah.
in 1990. I mean,
Yeah.
and nowadays it's like, okay,
It's like, okay.
okay, but yeah, I mean, specifically the shotgun to the Defoe's face.
Oh.
Yeah, in the 90s, probably wouldn't have been well met.
No, probably not. But
But
I mean, also, I don't know. Maybe it would have, Brad.
I don't know. I mean, Lynch would have told him to fuck off anyway, if we're going that
You
route.
say, who gives a fucking shit how violent the movie is? Well, who gives a fucking shit how violent this movie is? Yeah.
I'll show tits. I'll show tits.
Yeah. But Brad, I agree with you. Fucking Laura Dern is amazing in this movie. Beautiful, so beautiful. But I think that of her 3 performances I've seen in a David Lynch film, which is Inland Empire being her best, Blue Velvet, and this one, I think that this is the weakest one. And that's not to say that it's bad. I just think that it's not the best one out of the 3 because she is amazing in Inland Empire.
I just feel like in all the other, I'm guessing. Oh, I haven't seen Inland Empire, but I'm guessing the other movies she was mostly clothed. It's got to be really difficult to act with barely any clothing on, like throughout
That
the
point
film.
there, but yeah, but I still gotta say, man, I think that her in Inland Empire is the best, but this is still a really good performance from her. She's really good.
She's matching the weirdness that Cage brings,
Yeah.
which David Lynch is just probably reaching out of them. And that's like I said, I prefer a weird David Lynch film. I think I prefer this over Elephant Man, over The Straight Story. I don't prefer it over Eraserhead because that's just Lynch going full tilt into the weird.
Oh yeah.
And we're just sitting there just enamored with what is happening on the film. I don't know what was happening, but I felt like it was something.
100%. Yeah. I mean, but I feel like that's the way that I explain a lot of David Lynch. It's like like Brett. I cannot explain. I cannot. How can I say this? I cannot prepare you at all for what Lost Highway is because it's like I feel like Lost Highway is the epitome of what David Lynch is when it comes to his like, oh, this is what I made. Fuck you if you don't understand it. Because it's like,
but I also I like how David Lynch is just willing to straight up just take characters like overly popular characters, Elvis, and then Glenda the Good Witch. Like I don't even know if it was MGM even on. Were they the company? I think they might have been. That's the only way he was going to get away with it.
well, this was a subsidiary of the MGM, I think.
Yeah. So that is probably the only way he was allowed to use Glenda the Good Witch.
Yeah. But what a movie, Brad. What's your final verdict?
I believe I gave Elephant Man a 9. Eraserhead's a 10 for me. I put it just above Elephant Man, so I'm giving it a 9.25.
Okay. Brad's review of Eraserhead, something happened. 11 stars.
Yeah, I need a letterbox.
Yup. There's just not enough stars to give.
I need a letterbox where Stacy just gives me what to put on my letterbox.
Yeah. I need to check this, Brad, because I'm pretty much stuck on the same one that I gave it last time, which is okay. Wait, hold on. I do have a review written for this because it was last year that I watched it, so I should have a review for this.
Also, the characters at that crash scene. The woman who died, was that I felt like it was from like 90210 or some shit. One of those actresses.
I would say because I have this below. I actually have this above the Elephant Man, which I don't know. I think I'd put this below the Elephant Man now because I think the Elephant Man is actually pretty damn great. So if I give the Elephant Man like a 7.5, I'd say I give this one a 7.25 then. Out of 10. Yeah.
See, I'm much higher on David Lynch. I think, other than
Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland Drive.
I don't know, but to me, Brad, it's hard for me. It's hard for you to beat like the top 5 for me, which are like Blue Velvet, Inland Empire, Lost Highway, Eraserhead, and Mulholland Drive. To me, it's like pretty damn hard.
I agree. I haven't seen Inland Empire.
Yeah, Brad, Inland Empire is, I mean, that's fucking crazy. That movie's fucking crazy.
But Blue Velvet and Eraserhead, yeah, those are my top 2. I know. And then I think this one's third now.
Yeah, Inland Empire is the last one he made. It's the last one he made. What's it called? Feature-length film that he ever made with Laura Dern, and that's where he stood outside of like buildings campaigning for her for Best Actress. That movie's amazing. I wish you would have picked that one, but also it's like 3 hours long, so we would have had to break it up. But that movie's amazing. That movie's amazing. Eventually we'll watch it, but yeah, that concludes our review of Wild at Heart. And of course, if you want to go ahead and keep up to date with us, we're on thenerdcore.com, Twitter at thenerdcore, Instagram at thenerdcore, patreon.com/nerdcore. And on Wednesday, we are doing our Spawn episode 6, right, Brad? Episode 7.
I think it's episode 7.
I can't remember. I'm really bad at this.
Are we that far? Have we watched that many Spawn episodes?
I think we're on episode 4.
Yeah, I didn't think we got that far because we're in the second season now.
Yes, I think we're on episode 4, dog. I can't remember though.
It's 3 or 4.
This has been rough. Episode 4, watch along on Wednesday, and then Thursday live for everybody on the $5 tier, along with those who get $5 tier gets you the Spawn. We're doing our review of Lost Highway as we officially conclude David Lynch month. I'm so excited for Brad to watch that. Brad's gonna get on here and be like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck did I watch? 12 stars."
Yeah. So be like, amazing, high cinema.
I'm still thinking in my brain. I mean, there's still parts of Razorhead back there that's just going. I don't know what was going on, but I liked it.
Yeah. But whatever episode it is, it'll be in an alley, and some hobo will likely be killed. Yeah.
Stacy's talking about Spawn, not a David Lynch film. Might happen though. I don't know.
Never know. But of course, we're on TikTok as well as the Nerdcore. And if you want to be in our Discord server, check out the Discord link in the description below. Also, leave a comment on YouTube. Please tell us what you think about this movie. Am I wrong? Am I just not that high on this movie? I just don't think it's as great as the other ones, and I think that it is a little draggy at times. But I'm not as high on it as the other ones.
I mean, I agree. I like the editing. There's some editing is just weird.
Yeah, but it's like I really like David Lynch when he does these like fully original ideas, like Lost Highway and Inland Empire. Mulholland Drive. It's like that stuff is the stuff that what's it called? Interests me more from David Lynch when he has fully creative, like original ideas and not really the adaptations of like books and stuff.
See, but I kind of like I like the realistic portrayal. That's why I really did enjoy Elephant Man. But I kind of like when he takes an adaptation and he fucking changes it into a Lynch movie, and you can tell it's a Lynch movie. I like when he takes a spin onto it from a writer perspective. It's like he changed the ending of this. Like I kind of enjoy just seeing what Lynch is gonna make. It's kind of like how I enjoy Kurosawa, who basically just made movies about a bunch of books that existed, but he changed them to fit his theme and his culture.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode that drops on the channel. And then, of course, make sure that you're leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app of choice and following us on that app. All of that can help us out so much. and let us know all your thoughts on David Lynch and what you think about this movie. And of course, we will be what's it called? We want to thank our Patreon supporters. Without them, none of this is possible. Just like our wonderful Patreon supporter, Stacy, who's been chatting with us today. If you want to get this episode live early and ad free, so you can chat with us, you can just go over to patreon.com/nerdcore. Tell them about our executive producer Shane Brad.
You follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/xsrk or on Twitter at thrifted.il, or go buy something from the Suppy God at depop.com/Prison City Vintage.
All right, man. And just catch us on Wednesday on Patreon. But for everybody else, we won't be live until what did I put on there, Brad? I think Friday night, because Saturday is the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, already? Wow.
Dude, February is the shortest month. You know? And then Sunday.
Sunday.
What the fuck am I doing Sunday that I didn't put it for Sunday? I think I'm doing something on Saturday. I can't remember, Brad. I'm losing it, dude. So, but either way, we already watched the episode of Invincible, so we're good. Yeah. So, we'll be live Friday or Sunday. We'll let you know. You know.
See?
See? Yeah. All right, but without further ado, we're going to get out of here, Brad. Send them out.
All right, Raul, you've been host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us in chat. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, only sing Love Me Tender to Your Wife. Young Yoda out.